Okay, we're going to start there on the far left with Steve in the first row.
Hey, Francisco, last night after the game, Carlos said that he thought you looked a little in between at the plate. How would you characterize where you're at offensively right now?
So I feel very late with the fastball. I try to get early to the fastball. I think that was the problem. I can get early to the fastball, so I have to be early with the fastball, and I can look better on the plate.
When you feel that way, what is the adjustment you have to make to catch up to the fastball and be on time?
So the first thing is like be early with my front foot and like be shorter to the ball. If I can be shorter to the ball, I can be way better.
Okay. Next question, we're going to go all the way far left to Andy.
Francisco, is it with every pitch mattering so much and pitching changes even sometimes happening more often in the postseason, is it even more challenging as a catcher to lock in on every moment, every pitch, because there's so much more significance in the postseason?
So I really think like it's the same game. We have to do the same thing we do in the season. It's nothing changed. It's the same game. It's the same. It's the same result. We want to win. I want to win. So nothing changed. I think it's everything the same.
Stay over there on the left, Greg.
Do you in the past have sometimes acknowledged that in big moments you try too hard, swing too big or what have you? Do you think that's happening at all in the playoffs right now?
Tú has dicho en el pasado que a veces tú tratas de hacer demasiado. ¿Tú sientes que es el caso ahora mismo, la cuarta temporada?
Yeah, I think like sometimes maybe I try to do too much, but like I said before, I can get to the fastballs and I feel approaching. That was why like I look like I want to do more than I can do. So I really think the bigger things like I have to be on time on the fastball and that's it.
When you do find yourself trying to do too much, what emotions are you feeling inside?
I just wanna like my first thing is like just hit the ball in the bottom and that's it. It's my thing and I try to be simple in those moments and that's it.
We'll be here on the right to Abby, first row.
You fell into a little bit of a slump over the summer, and then you were able to come out of it. Talking to Jeremy Barnes, he said it was an adjustment that you made with your hips. Are you trying to make the same adjustment now?
Yes, I think like a hitter when we have one problem is like always is kind of the same problem. Like my hips are very fast and I open my hips always very fast, so I have to stay close. And now I'm not on time for the fastball and I feel rushing and I using my hips so fast, so I just have to slow down my hips and slow down my body and I can do better.
Does it get tough to slow things down the deeper you go into the postseason and the more pressure that there kind of is in each game?
I don't think it's more like I don't think it's more pressure or something like that. I just think it's the same game. I think it's every day when I come to the clubhouse, it's the same game, it's the same result. We want to win like in the season. In the season, I want to win every day. If we don't win, we get in the next day. If I don't do good, I get in the next day. So I really think just like today is another day. Yesterday I was frustrated. Today is another day, and I keep it going.
Okay, we're going to go far left again, second row.
Earlier this season, when you went through some struggles, you put in some extra work. You would come in early and work with Carlos Beltran. And what have you been doing that now as well? Or are you trying to step away a little bit and maybe take fewer swings before the game?
So yes, I come into the cage. I working with Carlos. I keep doing what I was doing in the season. I working with the hitting coaches. I working with everybody and I listen everybody. My teammates, they tell me slow down your game, be short to the ball, be more simple. So yes.
First row here on the left.
Francisco, ¿cómo manejas la parte mental sabiendo que en este momento quizá tienes consejos yendo y viniendo de todos lados porque obviamente quieren que tengas éxito. Y ayer te veíamos conversando precisamente con Carlos Beltrán sobre el swing, etcétera. ¿Puedes compartir algo de lo que conversaban y si es referente a esto?
Pues la parte mental creo que es lo primordial de este juego, ¿sabes? Es un juego mental. Yo creo que si la mente no está ready, va a ser difícil que tenga resultado en el juego y obviamente, como te dije, es un juego mental y mi mente ayer como estaba un poco frustrado, hoy es otro día, ¿me entiendes? Hoy tengo 4 más oportunidades bateando y tengo 27 outs que hacer que echando también, ¿me entiendes? Entonces creo que la parte mental es lo más importante y si la mente está bien voy a poder tener buenos resultados. Y con Carlos ayer estaba hablando sobre mi swing, me dijo que lo que dije anteriormente, que tenía que estar más corto y eso es lo que estoy trabajando ahora, ¿sabes? Está más corto y más temprano. Me dijo que me pegara del home también. Eso es lo que voy a hacer también. Me voy a pegar el home a ver si tengo más resultados y ya.
Okay, we're going to go to Laura on the right.
Yesterday, Carlos Mendoza said he wanted to keep starting you because he really believed that at one point you're going to break out of this. What does that level of confidence do for your own confidence? And essentially, do you think that it's just a matter of time for you?
Que ayer Mendoza dijo que tú todavía vas a jugar porque él tiene la creencia y la confianza en ti, que tú vas a tener gran momento. Que ¿Cómo tú te sientes que él tiene esa confianza sobre el jugador que tú eres?
So I really appreciate Carlos to say that and give me that confidence. That one is why we are here in the playoff. He gives confidence to every player. We feel very comfortable in the clubhouse. We feel very comfortable in the dugout. That one is why we're winning so many games. And we are here because he gives the confidence to every player. So I really appreciate him that.
And also, there have been so many times this season when pitchers maybe have been struggling that you've been the guy to go to the mound and help them out and talk them through it. Is there anybody on the team that's been that for you?
Yes, like we have a really good group, and Lindor, he talked to me, Winker, Marte, he talked to me. Marte, he don't talk too much, and yesterday he come to me and he talked to me, and I was like, wow, he really loved me, and he was talk to me, and I feel like he talked to me from his heart, and I really appreciate all my teammates and all my coaches too.
Okay, we're going to go far left to Dave.
Francisco, was there a point soon after the game yesterday where Mendoza had said to you, don't worry about it, you'll continue to be the catcher moving forward, and did that need to be said to you?
Okay.
Que después del juego, si Mendy te dijo, no te preocupes de todo esto, que mañana tú vas a ser el catcher como quieras, como que juegue tu juego.
When we was hitting in the A, he called me, and I went to when he was, and he told me, hey, just be early for the fastball, be ready for the fastball, and that's it, don't worry about it, you got that, and you're going to play tomorrow, don't worry. And I was like, he gave me confidence, he gave me that confidence, and I really like what he does in that moment. He gave me a lot of confidence. Yesterday I went home, and I feel really good, even if I don't have a good game, but I feel very good because he gave me the confidence in the game. So I really appreciate him that, and I like what he do in that moment.
Were you worried that he would consider making a change at catcher, or were you confident that he would stick with you despite the struggle you were having?
I was worried more because I didn't do good. I was worried more for that, and if he don't want me to play today, I can't stand that because I don't doing good yesterday and the past 3 or 4 days. So he gave me the confidence, and today's another day, so I can have a different result, and I can flip everything today.
Okay, we're going to take a couple more. We're going to take Disha in the back on the left.
Hey, Francisco. I know a couple weeks ago you suffered those back spasms. Just, are you fully healthy right now? And if not, how have you managed the grind of this part of the season, the toll that it's taken on your body?
So my body feel really good. My body feel really good, and I feel good. I feel ready to compete, and so the only thing happened that day was like I have a little tension in my back, and I was feeling really bad that day, and Carlos gave me a day off, and after that I was feeling great.
Okay, Anthony in the first row on the left.
What did Marte say to you? Marte, what did he say to you?
So he come to me and he told me, hey, be happy, play your game, don't try to do too much. But the really I like from Marty is like he don't talk too much, and I feel like he talked to me from the heart. So I really appreciate him to do that, and he never talked to me like that. Like he never said something about that. And yesterday he was talk to me, and I really like what he said.
Take one last one on the left over there, Tim. Gotcha. Anybody else? There you go.
Jose Quintana's had really good numbers with you behind the plate all season. Why do you think the two of you have worked so well together?
So with Quintana, he's a guy like he's going to compete every pitch, even if he's doing good or if he's doing bad. He always compete every pitch, and how he think is like kind of the same how I think. So that one is why I really think we have a good result.
Okay. Thanks, Francisco. Bruce on the right.
Carlos, you've dealt with adversity during the year. You've bounced back after losses in key situations multiple times. Why do you believe you'll do it again tonight?
That's who we are. We got great players. We got great people. And we know that, we got punched yesterday. We'll come back today, and we're going to go prepare, compete, and try to get the job done. A lot of confidence on our guys. And we've shown the whole year. This is a group that is resilient, that they have that grit. They fight, and they're not going to give up, and they're going to continue to play. So that'll be the same mentality, the same approach today, and we're going to go out there and have fun.
Okay, next question. Barry?
Hey, Carlos, you talked about Nemo yesterday and what he was playing through. When you see Freddie not in the lineup today because of what he's playing through, how much respect do you have for these guys for what they're putting up with at this time to just play at their max of what they have left in the playoffs?
A lot of respect for guys that you see on the field, but I'm pretty sure they have a lot of guys on their team that are dealing with something and they're still able to post. We got a lot of them here too. It's not easy, man, and that's what when you get to this point in the year, it's a privilege, right? But you said it. You watch Freddie, the way he takes the field and comes out of the field, like, man, he hurts. You watch Nemo, same thing. But they're professionals, and they're doing everything they can to be available and continue to help their teams get some wins, right? On our case with Nemo, he's doing everything he can. And not only he's available, he's playing in the outfield. Yesterday I checked with him in the 7th. I wanted to take him out. He's like, no, I'm good to finish the game. So that tells you right there the professionalism and how much they want it. And, they know that they have to be there for their team. So a lot of respect for them.
Okay, we're going to go in the back on the right to Jerry.
Hey, Carlos, was using Tyler to close out the game yesterday a matter of setting up your bullpen for the next couple of games?
Yeah. Once we got down like that, instead of using two more guys with McGill having, all his pitches, he could go on to 90, 100 pitches if we needed to. And he did that, he went out there and was able to finish a game. So saved some of the other guys from coming in that game, and now they're available for today. So.
Okay, I'm going to go over here on the far left to Tim in the first row.
What's impressed you most about what Quintana has been able to do since really mid to late August for you?
Yeah, I think a lot, the way he's using all of his pitches in the strike zone. When he was in trouble, when it was hard for him, when he was struggling, it seems like he was nibbling and getting behind in counts. And then when he came in the zone, they made him pay. But I feel like the way he's using all of his pitches, whether it's the breaking ball, not to only get ahead, but to get chases, the changeup, or the two seam to get ground balls when he needs to. I think it's a combination of, the pitch package and how he's using it. But again, he has to be in the strike zone with all of them.
Okay, we're going to go to Tim Healy on the left in the second row.
How much of sticking with Alvarez has to do with his power, and however he looks at the plate, he can always connect with one and potentially change a game?
Yeah, this is a guy that can change the outcome of a game with one swing. A couple of guys on, and because of the power, you just have to relax a little bit here. But we know the potential there offensively. And the other thing with Alvin, man, he's 22 years old, that he's got a lot on his plate, especially when he comes down preparing and game planning for a game. There's nowadays when there's so much information, and he has to lead a pitching staff. And then on top of that, he's got to be a hitter as well, But he's one swing away, and yeah.
He has said in the past that sometimes in big moments he tries too hard. Do you think that's happening now?
Yeah. And I had a conversation with him yesterday about it. He's got to keep it simple. It's easy for me to sit here and say it. He's 22 years old, playing for the first time in a postseason when everything is magnified. And But that's part of the development. That's part of the learning process. And this is a guy that is high energy. He's intense, and he needs to learn, and he's got to go through those experiences where he needs to find a way to slow the game down. He's got to breathe. He's got to let the game come to him, especially when he's in those situations. So he's got to keep it simple. I know there's a lot whether he's working mechanically, keeping it simple, see the ball, hit the ball. Again, for me, it's easy to say it here. He's got to go out there and do it, and he will.
Okay, we're going to go far right. Erica?
Have you guys decided who's starting tomorrow?
No, we haven't decided that. We'll got to get through today's game and then see where we at.
Is Senga still in the mix?
He is.
Okay, Mark on the left in the back.
Hey, Carlos, how much tougher is it on your offense just with the amount of pitchers the Dodgers have used in the series? Where I think Lindor has seen 9 different pitchers in 3 games, so he's not seeing anyone repeatedly. Just how much tougher is that for the guys?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but I think this is nothing new for us. I'm going to go back to the series that we played against the Brewers. You know, it was a bullpen. He was a different guy, you know, coming out of that bullpen all the time. So it's not different here. You know, they got a lot of arms. They got quality arms, and that's part of what they do, and that's what makes them a tough team because when you look at, they got 5-6 guys that they could use at any point in the game, high leverage situation. It's a challenge, but you know we'll game plan. We continue to game plan and be ready for those guys. We got good hitters, and you know I like the fact that we're creating traffic, and we just one swing away, one big hit away. So that's what they do, and we'll adjust and we'll be ready.
You take one more in English and a couple in Spanish. Ron.
What has Zenga been doing the last few days to get his mechanics back on track?
Yeah, he's going through his normal routine, catch play. He gets on the mound and, you know, watching film with Hef, having conversations. And, you know, Hef will provide some feedback, and then he'll ask Zenga, what are you seeing? What are you feeling? And I think he's in a good spot. So, yeah, he's ready to go tomorrow.
How do you evaluate, short of being in a game, whether the mechanics are right?
How do I evaluate that?
Yeah. In between starts.
I'll rely on my coaches. I rely on Hef and the feedback that we're getting from Zenga, you know. So, and we're having those conversations. We're having those discussions. It was positive yesterday what I got from Hef. So yeah, he's good.
Let's take one more in English here, Laura. First row.
A lot of the players had mentioned that you're sort of a stabilizing presence, not really overreacting whether things are going really well or really poorly. Has this always been part of your personality, and is it more difficult to do right now in the postseason?
Not really. I mean, it's going to be magnified, you know, because every game is very important. Today's important. You know, yesterday was important. And yeah, the confidence is there. You have to be steady. You got to be able to make some adjustments. And I've done that the whole year, whether it's with lineup construction, the way I use the bullpen. And I said, you know, I'm going to go bullpen. The guys will struggle, and I will continue to give them the ball. Lineup-wise, lineup construction, yeah. Guys that are in the lineup or moving guys up and down. Somebody's hitting fifth, somebody's hitting seven, you know, a guy hitting in second. Like, I'm always looking for ways to, you know, put our guys in a position to have success, but also trusting them, you know, and we got good players. There's a reason we got to this point. We got a good team, and I'll continue to be myself. I'll continue to rely with the coaches and have those conversations with the players as well.
Okay, Daniela, first row here on the right.
¿Cuál ha sido la clave para que los Mets se repongan de esos golpes o situaciones adversas que se han presentado? Porque esa ha sido la historia desde abril de 2024, reponerse.
Sí, nos hemos caracterizado por ser un equipo pues que hemos tenido adversidades y nos dan un golpe y buscamos la manera de levantarnos. Y esta no ha sido la diferencia, ha sido todo el año. Lo hemos demostrado en la temporada regular, lo hemos demostrado en los playoffs y lo vamos a seguir demostrando. Ayer fue un juego donde pues nos jugamos bien y estamos hoy aquí un nuevo día enfrentándonos, como siempre lo hemos hecho, preparándonos, haciendo los ajustes que tenemos que hacer y al final del día salir a competir y sabemos que estamos enfrentando un gran equipo y tenemos que jugar una pelota bastante buena para poder ganarles. Y estoy bastante cómodo y tengo toda la confianza en los muchachos de que vayan a salir hoy y conseguir la victoria.
¿Se podría decir que están de vuelta a ese sentido de urgencia en el que se encontraban antes de clasificar a los playoffs, ¿Cuál es el plan de respuesta y los objetivos que tienes ante
Sí.
este juego de hoy?
Sí, mira, yo creo que nunca hemos salido de esa mentalidad. Nosotros tenemos, yo creo que 2 meses y medio jugando juegos de playoff, donde estamos con la espalda contra la pared. Eso se siente así, pero nunca nos hemos puesto en pánico, nunca hemos perdido la confianza. Y no hay nada diferente aquí, sí, todo es más por lo que significa en la serie donde estamos, pero nuestro approach va a ser el mismo. Vamos a salir a competir, vamos a prepararnos y a divertirnos.
Okay, far left in the back, Veronica.
Carlos, jugar siempre en casa quiere sacar la ventaja, ¿no? Háblame lo importante que es jugar aquí frente a los aficionados.
Sí, es súper importante. De verdad que para nosotros es un honor, un privilegio tener la oportunidad de jugar al frente de nuestros fanáticos. Ayer lo vivimos, eléctricos, son intensos, apasionados, viven el picheo a picheo. Y lamentablemente ayer no conseguimos la victoria, tenemos 2 juegos más aquí. Nuestra mentalidad va a seguir siendo un día a la vez y seguir dando un buen espectáculo. Obviamente, pues esto es una fanaticada, como te digo, que es intensa y que ha sufrido, pero también ha vivido esos momentos buenos que se le ha dado. Y eso es lo que esperamos en el día de hoy, de que podamos conseguir esa victoria y que mañana podamos venir con una serie empatada y seguir llevándolo día a día.
We go down here in the front row on the left.
Carlos, hablaba Francisco de que tuvo una conversación con Marte ayer, que no tiene muchas conversaciones con él porque no habla mucho, y que le dijo como el corazón, le dio unos consejos. ¿Cuán importante es que ese grupo de jugadores más experimentados tome o acobije a los jóvenes de este roster? Y es algo que tú incentivas, conversas con los veteranos, con Lindor, sean líderes, conversen con los jóvenes, porque puede terminar siendo determinante para el éxito de este equipo.
Sí, eso es lo que hace este grupo especial. Nosotros tenemos no solamente buenos peloteros, sino grandes seres humanos que entienden lo difícil que es el juego de béisbol. Y cuando tú tienes un pelotero de la talla como Starling Marte, que ha tenido una carrera pues exitosa, ha estado en playoff y ha tenido bastante éxito, dándole esos consejos a un muchacho joven como Francisco Álvarez, que está empezando su carrera, que está viviendo esta experiencia por primera vez de playoff, y tener el hecho de, mira, cálmate, cualquier consejo que tú le puedas dar, pues viniendo del mismo pelotero, tiene mucho impacto. Y no solamente con Starling Marte, sino con los otros peloteros que tenemos ahí de experiencia, pues que siguen engranándose y siguen aconsejando a los muchachos jóvenes. Esta experiencia que ellos están viviendo es única. Y el hecho de que tenemos nosotros peloteros que ya tienen experiencia, pues en estas instancias es un privilegio y es un lujo para nosotros. Y vuelvo y te repito, hace que este equipo sea especial.
Carlos, we got one more in English in the back on the right.
Carlos, just what went into Bader instead of Taylor today, and also staying with JD over Winker against this particular right-hander?
Yeah, so we know Yamamoto's split. He's a lot better against lefties. So I knew coming in, I wanted all the righties in there as much as possible. And then with Bader, Taylor is a pretty good defender. Bader's elite defender, and small samples. When we faced Yamamoto, Bader had 3 really good at bats. Again, it's just 3 at bats, but I don't think anybody had that much of a sample size against Yamamoto. We only faced him once, so I just decided to go with him.
Carlos, thanks a lot.